What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming to you today with Michael Sneed out of Appliance Boot Camp out of Selma, North Carolina. Listen, we are basically an hour apart from each other, and I still ain't made it up there, y'all. I got to get up there probably tomorrow,
Mhm.
or if you got time. I think you said you flying, right?
Yeah, I'll be here up until Monday morning.
Okay. So we might try to swing up there. I got this my mom's Dodge Charger right now. Everybody be trying to race me. I'll be like, get on out of here now. These folks be trying to race me down the highway.
Yeah.
Um, So part of why I brought you on is, everybody's kind of getting nervous and panicking, like, oh my God, gas is $8 and things are becoming more expensive and they're looking for ways to generate more income. And people say, man, can I make 100,000 if I start this business here? Can I make a half a million if I start some business? And I don't want to oversell them, but I want them to understand the opportunities that are available to them. So you're one of the people I bring on to show them what's possible. So introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Michael Sneed. Glad to be back on Classic Climb. I'm one of the founders of Appliance Boot Camp. I've ran an appliance repair business for over 21 years now. I've been in the appliance repair field, repairing appliances. Man, it's getting close to 30 years now. I've done it when I was in college, and this is how I actually pull myself and my family out of I call it economic despair. I was laid off and fired, same thing, during the dot-com burst, and the skills I required in high school and in college repairing appliances is what brought my family through. So I've been repairing appliances, been able to send my kids to the best private schools. Wife didn't have to work, pay all the bills in my household with appliance repair. I've been able to pay cash for my kids to go to college, pay cash for vehicles, pay cash for real estate. Have lived a great life, been all across the world doing appliance repair.
Listen, people don't understand, y'all, that when you say the wife don't gotta work, y'all, that's a new level.
Yeah.
That's next level. There's nothing else, right? So
Yeah.
here's the thing that's so powerful about what you're teaching is we are in that time where a lot of people don't know how to fix stuff. They don't know how to fix stuff. Stuff gets broken. They don't know who to call. And, there's less people who are blue collar trades, but we need more, right? We've watched Mike Road Dirty Jobs and all these companies come out and say, hey, man, we need people, we need apprentices. Do you see this industry exploding like I see it in the next
Oh yeah,
coming couple of years?
it's exploding. This is about my third time in the last 2 years. I've retired and said I'm not gonna do any repairs anymore. You see today I got on my uniform. It's because it's such a high demand for our service uh, I'm not able to even walk away. I'm at the point now where I say I'm tired. I want to give the business to my nephew, let him do it. But we still have just so many calls coming in, so many old customers that we've been scheduling forever. Today I had to put my shirt on. I have couple that we've been doing service repair for about 20 years. They have a 1953 range that they had refurbished and rebuilt. And whenever somebody turned the gas off, somebody had to go in and relight the standard pallets. I done showed them 20 times, but they want me to do it because they feel safer with me doing it. So I had to go out there today and relight the pallets, $160, and it took all of it 10 minutes to do it. Also, I have a company right down the street. They're building a new food hall. The food hall that they're building is right off of 90, I-95. Unfortunately, to buy new appliances, it's a 2 year wait list. They want to get the food hall up and running, so they asked me to go over to Purdue University, and Purdue was closing down a food hall because of COVID and stuff. Uh, I didn't go at that time. I had other arrangements, but they went there and bought all the equipment out of Purdue. They brought it here, and I'm in the point now for the next month or so. I'm going out there and I'm doing checks and making and doing startups on all their equipment that they brought here, and we're going to actually install it into this new food hall that's going off of I-95. And there's just so much work and stuff to do go out here. I live in a little small town of Clayton, North Carolina, and in Clayton, North Carolina, I could actually just get me a golf cart and just stay within my community and I can make $100,000 easy. $100,000 ain't for $400 a day. I made $400 yesterday. Unfortunately, I forgot to block out the timing too early for Memorial Day. Somebody scheduled a call yesterday morning. A teacher did a water inlet valve for a refrigerator, $421. The part ain't like $60. So and that took all about 35, 40 minutes to go repair. So you can make $400 before 12 o'clock doing appliance repair.
Here's the thing, you guys. That's the thing. Break it down. $400 a day. A lot of people over here are like, man, I gotta come with some product, some service, some cool thing. And I just watched a commercial the other day where the guy was like, everybody want to work from home.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go do blue collar. And so the guys that get in the truck and go to your house are making all the money because who you gonna call? Like literally, John Dixon said it in the chat. It's true. It depends. It's the guys and girls who want to make the money, even if you just did one call a day. Now, here's the crazy part. We have a guy that helps our family does plumbing. His name is like Roland, and like he's been retired six, seven, eight times, nine, 10 times. He like 72 years old, still moving around doing plumbing. He done sold his business to somebody and still busy. It's that busy out here because people feel comfortable who they feel comfortable with, right? They
Yeah,
want
and
your face.
right, and you have to take in consideration. When I was in high school, I was last of the generation that you had the skilled trades. I took electrical wiring in high school, but they took that out to high school. So for the past 30 years, they've been pushing people away from the skilled trades, and now we have this huge gap of nobody in the skilled trades, and most of the skilled tradesmen are in their 60s and 70s, and they're getting ready to retire, and we don't have nobody come in and fill those jobs. And people have some for a long time we had a misconception about the skilled trades. People actually believe that if you done skilled trades, you weren't smart enough to go to college. That there wasn't any work, any money to be made in the skilled trades. Like I said, I went down to the Rick Ross car show, and when I was there, my thing was I wanted to know how were these people being able to afford to spend $100,000 on these cars, and they have three or four of them, and they have $100,000 car hauler that they pulled the car on. So my interview, I just went around that whole day just asking people, how do you afford to buy this car? And every one of them was in the skilled trades and running their own business. It was small business, tow truck drivers, plumbers, truck drivers, owner operators, and electricians. It was a skilled trades that done it. And like I said, I was an engineer. After I graduated from college, I worked as an engineer. The brokest I ever been in my life was when I was an engineer. When I was in college, I worked at Sears as an appliance repairman. They gave me a van, and they gave me a gas card, and I could go out and do call. I done the work for Sears. Not only that, but in the community, I was going out fixing appliances, and I had enough money to get me. I had a new car. I had a little Zuzu Impulse made by Lotus. I had a ZX9 motorcycle. Had my apartment. Had two or three girlfriends. And I had the time of my life. And then when I got married and became an engineer, got paid once every 2 weeks. That's the brokest I've ever been in my life. I couldn't even afford to get my wife's hair done. My wife was having to wash her hair in the bathroom, and I was trying to cut my own hair because I couldn't afford it. Went After I lost my job as an engineer, went back to work as an appliance repairman. We never had any problems about money. Never had any problems about money since then. Like I say, was able to pay for two kids to go to private school, pay two kids to go college. Cash flow. Didn't have to do no 529 plan or anything. Just go to the register office and strike a check.
See, this is what I tell people. If you really drive around some neighborhoods, and see, here's the thing about what you just said was powerful. Once you know a skill, nobody can take that from you, right?
Yeah.
I used to run around taking pictures of houses for wholesalers, right? Like I used to do
Mhm.
that. Today I was by a neighborhood. I was like, oh, look at this neighborhood. I ain't never seen this one. I drove by, the first thing I saw four houses that I was on. I took a picture with my phone and was getting ready to do the whole process. And it's like once you know a skill,
Mhm.
ain't nobody can take that skill from you. It's already up here. You already know how to do it. You know the process and the steps. And so what people got to understand is once you start knowing how to fix stuff, there's never a reason for you to be broke.
Yeah.
I had like 4 or 5 calls today, and a lot of guys. I was like, mark your truck up, wrap your truck, get
Yeah.
the calls from it.
Yeah. Once you get into this skilled trade, especially appliance repair, it's the gate. I call appliance repair the gateway to all of the skilled trades because you're gonna know a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of electrical, a little bit of refrigeration. You know enough about all the other skilled trades. Even if you don't like appliance repair, you can say, hey, I know I like the refrigeration side. I want to go more into HVAC refrigeration, or I like more of the plumbing. I want to go more into plumbing. Or if you like more of the electrical, you go to the electrical side. So you learn enough to actually decide which business you want to go into. And what I teach is the appliance boot camp. Not only do I teach you how to repair all these appliances, I teach you the business side of it. And business is universal as you know it. So once you know how to the fundamentals and the principles behind one business how it operates, you can then take those same principles and fundamentals and apply them to any business. So I teach them how to run their own business. And appliance repair is not what you want to do. If you come in, run your own appliance repair business, appliance repair is the seed money for me to open up all my other businesses. Appliance repair pays for all my other businesses until they can get up and running. So you can actually come out. Not only when you buy the appliance boot camp, do you get the appliance repair business, but you'll get the actual garage door install repair business. I teach you how to run that business, how to install and repair garage doors and openers. You will also get the blender business, how to fix the blenders at Tropical Smoothie, Smoothie Kings, Starbucks. I teach you that business. Those blenders like $3,000 or $4,000, and right now it's a great time to actually do that business because now the heat wave is coming and they're gonna be running those blenders a lot more. And if you're somebody who don't have vehicles, especially I created that business especially for people living in places like New York, Chicago, who don't have actual service vehicles. Those shop owners will actually mail you that blender. You fix it and mail it back to them. So I teach you that business. I teach you the actual drive-in cleaning business, how to actually start going out cleaning drive-ins. I also teach you the ice cream parlor business. I have a homemade ice cream parlor, and I can teach you how to start an ice cream parlor business. Matter of fact, Sunday I went to a grand opening of one of my people that I've been helping the last 2 months start their ice cream parlor. They made $400 in just tips on the first day they opened. They called me today, say they ran out of ice cream, and they actually had to close up because they didn't have enough ice cream to make it through. Then you're going to get towards the end of this year and next year, you'll get the kettle corn business. I'll teach you how to start your own kettle corn business. You're going to get the cotton candy business, how to actually start your own candy business. And you'll get my real estate business. I'll be turning 50 years old this year. And I've been watching your videos. You're so right. I'm so
Man, you so
glad
young.
you're 50. I can't
50
wait to
is
be 30.
young. 50 is young.
Yes, young, because
50
now
is
I can
young.
walk. I'm going into my retirement. I get to see all the stuff I've been planning at 50. See if it really works. And I'm looking. I'm excited about it. Well, I'm actually starting to slow down and actually starting to lean more on my investments and my businesses and actually enjoying life. Where we're gonna actually, my wife and I want to start to travel a little bit more and start doing a lot more of the fun stuff we want to do. So I can't wait to turn 50 this year and start to travel more and get away from doing so much of day to day entrepreneurship and start to enjoy the stuff that we built.
Do y'all understand how many people are at their 50s planning their second career, planning they got to get a new job, planning they stressed out going to work, they body ache, they tired, and this man like, well, I'm just gonna go travel. I'm retired. And
Yeah, yeah.
I want y'all to understand. My nephew who cuts lawns and has his little lawn care, but he like, oh, so hot, so hot. I said, hey, guess what we gonna do? We gonna drive by and you gonna go see Appliance Boot Camp, and we gonna get some ice cream while we there, and then we can come back because you get to have more than one tool in your tool belt. Go put some other people, and when he gets older, he's 15 now, y'all, but this kid can drive. He drove me down the highway from VA, all this stuff, right? Um, that he has a permit, just in case anybody asks. And so then, it gives him an arsenal of things to do and work with. And he
Hmm.
can just hire folks.
Right, right.
There's so many young people who are looking for something to do. Once you know a skill, you can teach it to them.
Yes, yes.
So, we're gonna do a robot on him.
I can't wait, can't
So
wait for y'all to come by.
yeah, yeah. I've been filming little snippets, and so we're gonna make it into a hour, maybe like a 30-minute video by the time I'm done with all the
Okay.
snippets of my nephew going checking out different businesses and learning different things. M. Jim said my spouse does appliance repair. Network with plumbers, electricians, appliance stores in your area. Refer one another. It works.
Yeah, you can actually get into call it business to business where they meet once a week, and you actually go there and you actually pass out referrals and stuff like that. You work on your elevator pitch. I've done that for a long time, and then we actually find out when you start doing those little business to business meetings, you'll actually find out that it'd be you, maybe one real estate agent, a plumber, or you'll find out some of you all passing the leads amongst each other, and then y'all usually branch off. We branched off and started our own thing, Triangle Home Service Network, where we actually went together and marketed our own little network of servicers, and we actually would get a booth out at the Raleigh Home Show down at the Dorton Arena every year. So yeah, you do stuff like that, and like I say, this appliance repair business is nothing like it. You meet everybody. I tell people all the time, we repair restaurant equipment. You go to, I'd be embarrassed sometimes when we go to the restaurants. They see me. Oh, hey, what's up, Sneed? You ain't gotta wait. Come on, and you get moved up front. Every time we go someplace, somebody's asking you about an appliance repair. Can you come fix their appliance? Like I said, I was out in the Grand Cayman Islands, out there swimming in the middle of the ocean. This guy asked me, so what do you do? I told him I repair appliances. A lady heard that. She swam over there to the middle of where I was at and said, hey, I got a dishwasher. I can't find nobody to fix it at my vacation home. Can you please come there and look at it? And I was like, I'd love to, but my wife will leave me here if I do this on vacation. But yeah, I've never been a place where I didn't go somewhere and somebody was asking me to fix them all the time.
Man, and here's the thing: so many people get worried about leads, but you teach them in the class how to get leads for their business and how these companies are going to refer people to them.
Yeah, yeah. In the appliance boot camp, if you buy the course, I teach you how to earn as you learn. We right now we're coming out of a school system where we no longer teach people how to comprehend, how to read and comprehend. Usually they just teach to the test. They just tell you the answers and you just regurgitate it to pass the test, but you don't really understand what you're doing. So what I'm doing, I'm going to teach you how to actually go out, read the service manuals, read schematics, and how to actually understand what you're reading and then go apply it to that machine and fix it. And I'm going to show you how to get leads. So you're going to start off, you're going to take the course. In the course, you can do the online course. The online course has everything we do here online. It's just do here hands on, but you're just doing it online. It's great videos and very simple, showing you how to fix stuff. You do the online course. Then I'm going to show you how to register your LLC. You're going to register your LLC. Go get your EIN number. Then I'll show you how to go out and apply to get contracts. I'll tell you where to go get the contract from third-party warranty companies. You're going to start off working for third-party warranty companies because they're going to send you the actual work order. And with those third-party warranty companies, the homeowners bought a warranty on their appliance. And so what happens, they call the third party warranty company and say, hey, I got a problem with my dryer. The third party warranty company will call you and say, hey, we need you to go to 134 Main Street and fix this dryer. And once you go to the customer house, a lot of them tell you you're going to have a deductible that the customer has to pay. It could be 85, could be 100, could be $150. So what'll happen, you'll get that when you go knock on the door, you'll go there and you'll get that $100 from that customer and you'll diagnose the actual problem. Once you diagnose the problem, you'll call the actual third party warranty back up, tell them what the problem is. You tell them you want them to send you the part. They'll send you the part. You go put the part on, then the third party warranty company will pay you the remainder of the repairs, price of the repairs. And I teach you to bill out $250 per completed call. At $250, you stay up under the algorithm of the third party warranty companies where you stay in good grace, where they'll keep sending you work. You won't get the most work, but you don't want to be the business company out there. You want to be one of the most profitable companies out there. So they're still sending you work, and you're going to do one or two stops per day. So the first stop you're going to get 125. The second week, you're going to be going out putting parts on and doing a diagnosis. So now you're making $250 a day. And you're going to do that for about a month or two and follow my 5 banking account methods, showing you how to allocate and save your money. And once you get your owner's pay, where you got at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved up in your owner's pay, then you're free to actually quit your job if you want and go full time. And you can actually then start paying yourself what you actually make at your full time job, and move on. But unfortunately, I've had probably hundreds of people who show up here through this front door I have here, and my other school front door, who quit their job before they even before they even came to the class. They'll show up to the class and say, "Hey, I quit my job," and lucky enough, or we've been fortunate enough where we've been able to get them up and running their business, and they've been able to sustain themselves. And we have over 1,500 people who have came through, started their own appliance repair business. A lot of them are industry leaders in the appliance repair now. We had one of our alumni won Servicer of the Year in our national trade show. And if you look anywhere on the internet and you see people talking about appliance repair, you'll see appliance boot camp DNA on there.
So a big thing, you just hit like 5 points. I didn't want to stop because you was on the road. And
No
so
problem.
here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. What you got to understand is he's talking about getting leads to your business, but not being the cheapest guy. You don't want to be the busiest guy and the broke, right? We
Right.
always see people that I'm so busy, I'm so busy. Where the money at? The broke, right? But he also teaches you in the class. I just pulled up something just to give you all a picture ideal. One of your students in here said that they are 608A certified. They can do HVAC now with their real
Okay.
estate bag. They added things to their bag
Okay.
after
Yeah,
leaving.
what they're talking about is EPA certification. They can
Ah,
actually now recover refrigerant.
awesome. So I just want to pull up something to just give you an idea. The 5 bank account methods, right? So this isn't his method. I just pulled something up so you guys can
Right.
see it because I want you guys to get in your head. A lot of times people, this is what happens. Y'all call me, man, I'm running around making money, but I don't know where the money went. You throwing all the money in one account and you're swiping your debit card, you're going to
Yeah.
eat dinner, you're doing all these things. You cannot run businesses like that. I've had to talk to family, I've had to talk to friends. I said, listen, take a percentage of this money and put it somewhere else. Oh, I just can't, I can't. Well, you don't have a business then. We got to be able to segue money. We got to be able to take some away from this group and this group and be able to know where our money's going.
No doubt. You need to separate, because I tell anybody, a business is worse than any crackhead uncle or aunt. It'll take every penny you got if you kept it in that same account. You won't know where it's at. You can make $200,000 at the end of the year. You won't know where it's at. And that business is going to eat every penny you have in there. And you got to make that business. You need to separate your operating cash from the rest of your money. Because what happens if you have a problem with your business, and you got all your money in there, the business will eat from your profit, or it eat from your owner's pay, and you don't know it, or it eat from your taxes and you don't know it, because you're using that money to supplement your business and run your business. Then when it's time to pay your taxes, you ain't got no money to pay your taxes. Only thing I'll suggest about the picture you have up there, uh, I suggest, especially for the guys and the young ladies that's coming through my boot camp, especially the young men, I don't suggest having savings accounts, and mainly because a lot of them pay child support. If you got a savings account and you in the rears of your child support, they're gonna come take all the money out the savings account.
That's crazy.
Child support look at savings accounts as extra money, but they won't
Okay,
come garnish your
learn
money
something
out
new.
of
Learn something new. If I've been on the
that.
phone with any of y'all, I did any consulting, you got child support issues.
Yeah, they
Michael
got
said,
child
don't put
support.
in the savings account.
Don't put it in the savings, because child support will come rip it out, because they look at that as extra money, but they won't come garnish your money in a checking account.
What I would tell y'all is take some of that extra money and put it in some dividend stock. But that's just me.
Yeah,
That's just me. Just an opinion, not a finesse. So I just did this just to have something on the screen.
yeah, that's no
So
problem.
we could
That's no
all
problem.
be, five checking out. So
Yeah.
get in his class, let him educate y'all. A lot of times what happens is I'm telling y'all, I get on the phone every year with people. Man, I made all this money, I don't know where it went. And
Hmm.
that's you gotta have a system you follow. And he's right. A business is worse than a crackhead. I remember I was crying broke. My accountant said, girl, look at this number. I said, oh dang, where'd money go? I was vacationing. I was traveling. I had a marketing budget coming out of that account.
Hmm.
That account was hollering. You have to really be disciplined, you guys, and separate that money. I'm so glad I created multiple checking accounts because that money goes away for me. At least 10% here, 10% there. It's you have to be real disciplined on it, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's like I would tell people on the phone, man, just put $100 away, and they'd be like, oh, $100 a week away,
Mm.
and they'd be like, oh man, $100. I'd be like, baby, $100 is just 5 grand at the end of the year.
Right,
It's like 5,400. And then
right.
when they hear that, they're like, oh yeah, 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 I make plenty of money. I'm like, so 100 shouldn't be no thing.
Yeah, what I teach pretty much sort of thing. I do a percentage. I have to do
Mm,
theirs in percentages, so that
yeah,
way whenever the money comes, they just grab a percentage. They keep 50% in the operating for the business. They do 15% for taxes. That's enough to pay your taxes and your accountant. You also do 10% profit. That profit account, that's what you use to go on vacation, buy cars for your kids. Uh, Give that money to your wife at the whatever money you got saved up in your profit account at the end of every quarter. We give that to our wives, significant others, for allowing us to do the stuff we're doing now. For me being able to sit down here when they ready for me to come cook on the grill, they say, okay, you out here working, so they can get whatever to do with that money. And then I keep 25% in owner's pay, and that 25% in owner's pay, we're gonna look and see how much money you currently bring home, not how much you make, but how much you currently bring home at your current job, and whatever you bring home per week, we're gonna multiply that times four. That give us how much you're making per month, and then we'll multiply that times three. That tell us how much you need to have before you quit. And so it doesn't take long because you have to think. When you once you start doing this appliance repair business, you can be doing $500-600 per day. It don't take long for you to get up to about 15,000-20,000 dollars. Once you get up to whatever that number is, then you can start every week taking money out your 25% owner's pay, and you have one personal account. That personal account is your home account that you pay your personal bills out of, and you don't want to commingle funds and be paying business bills with personal stuff. So you take that whatever you were making per week, bring it home from your business. Now you can start striking that check from your 25% owner's pay. Now you can start paying yourself every week, just like you were if you were working at your job. Now your wife is happy because now you got constant paycheck coming in, you got stability. Now you got a buffer because we always gonna have times where our businesses are in cycles. So it slow down, and when it slow down, you're not going to be worried like all these people who don't follow allocating their funds. You can always tell who operate their business out of one banking account. Because what happened whenever we hit our slow time at the beginning of the year during tax season, everybody done spent everything for Santa Claus. The weather right now is not conducive enough for them to for the appliances to be breaking, and you start hearing people tax typing and calling, hey, is calls slow over there? The calls are slowed down up there. What's happening to slow down? Versus people who follow the five banking accounts who allocate their money. They're happy because now they're going on vacation. They got money they can spend on traveling and getting training and stuff. That's when we have our conferences. The people who don't follow the five bank accounts, they ain't got the money to go to the conferences and be away for a week or so because they're trying to now. That's when you say a lot of times with those contractors who wouldn't return your phone calls. Now they calling you up. You got any work I can do? You got anything I can
man,
do
they
now?
burn your phone up.
Yeah,
They burn
turn
it
the
up.
phone out.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey, man, hey, just touching base with you. Hey, hey, you're like, look, when I
yeah.
was running you down, I couldn't get you. Now you need me.
That's it.
Here's
So
what
they
I
operate out
and
of
then
one bank account.
and then they underbid themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and then so they still in the trap. So my biggest thing about bringing you on is showing people. I talk about middleman and millions and stuff like that, but really, like, if you bring two guys and train them up at Michael's school, and you send them out there and they doing work for you, there's some guys who might bite on that, right? Because they just aren't good with their money. People always don't understand why people do subcontract, and I would tell them easy. They haven't built up enough marketing leads for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get into this trap of they need money, so they'll subcontract or they'll do whatever they got to do to make sure they have work and money. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just be aware of not everybody's thinking long term. Not everybody's thinking I need to put some money away, I need to pay some bills up. Every time I see tax time, everybody got a brand new work truck. The truck is
Uh-huh.
shiny,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm always like, okay, well, what happens in December? What happens in January? These are the
yeah.
same folks hollering.
And that's what I've done when I was like 20, 28, 29, right before I turned 30. I had two subs, and two subs will get you out the truck, and you can pay those subs 75 to 85,000 per year, and you'll still make 75, about 70, 75,000 off of them. off of one
Wait,
sub.
wait. Say that one more back. You said
You
two
can, you
subs
can,
get you out the truck.
yeah, two subs take you out the truck. So you get a sub, you have to pay a sub between 75, 85,000 per year, which is great money for a young guy right out of high school. He got enough money to do go buy a Scat Pack or a Hellcat like your mom. He got enough money to buy him a motorcycle, have his own apartment. He got enough money to have a girlfriend and do all those things. And until he's mature enough to actually go out and run his own business. Most men are not mature enough until they're in their mid, until they're 30 and 35 to run a
Woo,
business.
Jesus.
So what
But I hear
uh,
you.
yeah, so what happens? You can get a young guy and use his health and his body and train him, and he go out here and he'll make you that truck will make you 150,000 per year, almost 200,000, just that one truck. And that truck don't cost you no more than if you go to the state surplus like I do, I can get them for 2,500, $3,000, put them in that van, and he's out there running calls, and you pay him 75, 80, and you pay another person 75, 80. Now you got $150,000, and you only working about 2 hours out the day. All you're doing is just setting up their work schedule on your CRM, and then you ordering their parts. That's it. That's all you're doing, and just moving cash around. That's it.
I want y'all
And
to
that,
hear what he just said, man. If y'all, that's a clip and a half right there. I'm about to send
yeah,
that to old boy to clip it today. But listen, he's getting the trucks from surplus because you know there's surplus trucks out there. There's
yeah.
old trucks. Right? And are you talking about vans or work trucks? The
I get the Dodge Caravan. In the state of North Carolina,
yeah.
they use the Dodge Caravans. So you go to the North Carolina State Surplus, buy the Dodge Caravan, take the back seats out. You can sell them. I just throw them away and throw the back seats away. Go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart. Get those little plastic bins. Screw about four of them in the back of it.
hmm
Get somebody to tint your windows, and then go to any place that does vinyl letters. Get the letters on it and let them drive. And you put your parts in the bin, and I let them take the trucks home. I don't care if I ain't pay for $3,000 for it. Take it home,
Right.
because you got all these people. I don't want them parking it in my house and at my storefront.
Yeah.
I don't care if they run it. They run their own service calls out of my truck because they give me advertising. So what happens if you got one or two service trucks that's running constantly all the time? People think you have a whole fleet. They think you got cars everywhere. So they going out giving me advertisements. I let them run their own calls out my trucks. I don't care. I let them drive the trucks as much as they want. It's theirs. I don't let them drive their own cars because if I tell them that I want them to drive their own cars, then they start to be hesitant on how many miles they're putting on their cars, where they're driving, the routes they're running. Um,
People wear me out with that. I'm so worried about the miles on my car
right,
and the
right.
wear and tear and the tires. I'd be like, boy, if you don't hush.
Yeah, so I
Most
don't
people
want to
don't
hear
even
none of
drive enough to change their tires once a year, much
yeah.
less anything else. Boy, that
Yeah, so
wears me out.
I eliminate all of that. I just want them to go and do those service calls Monday that morning. So I give them the van and stuff, and I change the brakes. And the only thing they have to do is put gas in it. I tell them you put the gas in it. I keep the insurance, do all the maintenance on it, and you can drive it as much as you want. And so some of them will tell me leave me one seat in the van because I want to drop my kids off and pick them up from school. No problem. I'll do that for you. And then when they break down, I just take it to LKQ, get me $600, sell it to the parts place, get $600, go back to the state surplus, buy me another.
You ever see when people be driving them little Ford Rangers, them little old Ford Rangers?
Yeah, I had those
Man,
too.
that's the kind I want.
Yeah,
I was like, here you go,
you
here's a
can get
little
those.
Ford Ranger.
Yeah, I used to have those starting off, but what happened, if it's raining outside and the technician got to get parts, he get wet, leaning over in there trying to get the parts, and the parts always scatter out to the middle of the truck. If we had a camper on top of it, if he had to be clawing up into the camper because everything slide up to the front of it. So that's why I got away from the Ford Rangers. But I had those for a long time, and then we moved to the Dodge Caravan, and those work well. And they're easy to park. You can get into downtown Raleigh, get into the parking garages and all that.
Listen, look, John said, wait a minute, two subs and you out the truck? You don't have to go on calls yourself, pay 75, then you make 75 a year off each of them? If I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
numbers
yeah,
right.
yeah. What they call the 4 hour work week. I actually lived that for many years, many years. I went out and tried to learn how to play guitar and just
Man,
I
it's
didn't
hard.
have anything to do, and that was what happened. The reason how I got that way. I remember I told my family I was going to be a millionaire repairing appliances, and I thought I was going to have to make $1 million in order to retire. And my first business mentor, he was like, "Why you need $1 million?" I said, "I want to retire before I turn 50." That was my thing. He said, "Why you need $1 million to retire?" Because that's what I've heard people say. You got to be a millionaire. And he
Man,
said,
this
how much,
misinformation out here.
yeah, he said, how much is your monthly expenses? I said it's about I think at that time it was like $4,800. He said, "Oh, you need $4,800 for generate $4,800 a month without working, you can retire." I didn't ever think about that. So that's when I started getting the subs and automating stuff. And I don't want employees. I want subs. I stay away from employees. Employees, you can't let them go. You let them go, you got to pay unemployment insurance. You got your workman's comp going up. I want to, if it don't work out, you just don't come back tomorrow. So I make everybody 1099. I follow Roto-Rooter the way they do it. They're plumbers. All their plumbers are 1099. So I follow that method the way they done it. But yeah, but that's what I've done. I realized I could generate about 13,000 per month with my little investments and stuff. And I was out the rat race, and my expenses went for like 4,000. And so I've been retired since before I was 30. I've been retired.
Man, here's the best part of what you just said. A lot of folks be like, Erica, they call me, they're like, I want to retire next year and I need 10K, 11K a month. I be like, well, dang, how much you making right now? 3K a month. But they
Yeah.
be, I don't know what 10K is in their head, but it's in their head. I need 10K. And I go, well, listen, the only way we get there is if we either starting some type of business,
Mhm.
we starting some type of service that we can
Mhm.
provide for other people, or
Mhm.
what are we building that we are serving people? And people really don't understand service is the way. And honestly, I know people complain a lot about employees, but he's right. Roto-Rooter does it. So you 1099, you won't quit, go and quit. And what a lot of people aren't understanding is that's you're going to see a lot of young men 18 to 25 who just want an apprenticeship. They want to
Mhm.
learn from somebody. They want to do something. This is a great way to get people in the game because they'll always have money and they can always return. You know,
Yeah,
people.
yeah, and like I say with appliance repair, the great thing about appliance repair too, you make the same amount of money as an appliance repair business owner as you would if you was an HVAC contractor, not a HVAC technician, but the person who owned the HVAC contract company. You make the same amount of money as an appliance repairman owning your appliance repair business as they did. You make the same amount of money as a electrical contractor, the person who owned the electrical company if you are applying for repairman. But the good thing about it, in order to become an electrical contractor or HVAC contractor, you have to go work for a contractor for like 5 or 7 years, and then they got to sign off saying that you work for them. Then you have to go take a state mandated license to get your contractor's license. And most of the time, like in North Carolina, it's less than a 2% pass rate. They keep those numbers down low so they can make sure that the people who already got their license still have premium, make premium money. Right now with appliance repair, there's no state contract or no licenses required. So you can actually come in here, make the money that you need, and especially what I like about appliance repair, unlike the other businesses that we have where we try to do, where unfortunately it's not a lot of I hate to say, but it's not a lot of money in the African American community where we're at. So a lot of our businesses is actually trying to pool resources from somebody who already got limited resources. So appliance repair is the exact opposite. It's going to allow you to go to upper and high income homes and repair them who have excess money and bring that money back to your community to build your community up. So you're actually going out to a place that has an abundance of resources, getting some of those resources, then bringing it back and actually being able to build your community back up and get your community reestablished. It's not like you going out here and you doing network marketing and you trying to get your Aunt June to buy Herbalife or something from you. You actually are going out here uh, providing a service to a community that needs your services, that's paying you premium money, and you can bring that money back to your community. And that's what I do: buy property and real estate in underserved areas, and actually build businesses. and those businesses actually thrive. The buildings that we in now, where I got my ice cream parlor, where I have my school and stuff. This town was dead 2 years ago. I mean, it was dead, and now this town is actually thriving. I got buildings that I paid 15,000 and 17,000 for last year. I sold them for 78 and 80,000 this year. They do nothing to them. That's how much value we have put back into these buildings,
We're
into
gonna
this
come see it.
downtown.
We coming to see it. Listen,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want y'all to understand that if you already see that cities are so expensive and people are trying to move further and further out, like there was a thing on Warren Buffett's son the other day where he done brought this town back to life. Like he done invested in a theater, he done put money in it. A lot of these people who are doing well financially, they don't have to go struggle in California. They can go be the man in some of these small towns, right? And a lot of
Yeah,
times these smaller towns, these buildings be going for nothing. If you're in North Carolina, you know what I'm talking about, y'all. They be trying to save these old historic buildings. I'll be like, man, get out of here. Give me that building for 5K and keep it pushing.
yeah. When we first came here, like I said, I was buying the buildings for 15,000. I was buying two at a time and whatnot. And what happened? I couldn't believe how cheap the buildings was going. So our first group, our alumni that we had, I asked the town. They had a bunch of vacant buildings. So I asked the town, hey, how about letting me bid on all the buildings you have here? I went to the churches first. I asked the churches, hey, it's COVID. Y'all not meeting in churches. How about y'all take y'all tithes and offering and let's pool them together and we buy the downtown. We can make like a Tulsa, make it like Bill Street, and we could do whatever we want. They didn't want to do it, so I went to my the alumni who had came to Appliance Boot Camp, and I told them I said, hey, everybody come down here. We're gonna have an anniversary celebration and bring $10,000 or $15,000 with you. And we're gonna buy all the buildings they got downtown. And I went to the town. They thought I was lying. They thought I was lying. So I told them I said I want to see all the buildings and we're gonna bid on them if you show them to us. And at the time, the mayor that was here currently, not anymore. We got a new mayor now, but the mayor that was here the night before, the people we had so many people showing up that the town started calling the mayor and say, "Hey, we got all these people from out of state and all these out of state tags showing up. What's going on?" And she called me and I said, "We're going to buy those buildings. You said you're going to show us." And so then she told me it's COVID. We don't want people coming here from out of town. You need to you need to go out on the sidewalk and mark off 6 feet, and everybody got to be standing on those dots that's on the sidewalk. If they're not standing on there, the police going to be there, and they wouldn't show us any other buildings. And so, but we were going to buy all the buildings downtown, and people and the alumni came with their money. We had the money here to do it, and what we were going to do, we were going to take one building and we were going to start our own third party warranty company. We are going to put our own call center in, and so we're going to do all of that. And that's what I'm going to meet next week with the third party warranty company. That's a continuation of what we actually had started talking about, where we actually now going there and I'm meeting with somebody who actually has a third party warranty company that we can actually meet together and bring the alumni, that third party warranty company together, and we can actually combine our forces and we can go after and we got other things I can't speak about, but we'll have an avenue where if somebody wants to get into the skilled trades, we'll have people who can actually come uh, join up with a third party warranty company, work under the third party warranty company, and get their time in where they get the time in for HVAC, plumbing, or electrical, and then they can go take the test for that skill trade in their city in their state. So we got all that stuff we're going to be discussing next week, and trying to get us back into the skilled trades because that's how we made our money as African Americans. You know, coming out of slavery, we
We were the
mastered
most
all the
skilled
skilled trades.
people.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
mastered.
Wilmington we owned 11 out of the 12 restaurants, and then we also owned we had all the skills. So when they had the race war, where they basically tried to burn us
Mm-hmm.
out of town because we had our own newspaper and he was talking smack. You know what I mean? In
Right.
Wilmington, they were burning up the town, and half the people that left, it took Wilmington a long time to repair itself because
Mm-hmm.
all the people who were blacksmiths and builders they left.
Yeah.
And so one thing I want to say is, man, next time you want to do that, don't tell them. Don't be telling them people downtown. Don't be telling them
Yeah.
churches. Just show up and start buying it. Like
Yeah.
we got a
It
group
was
of students right now doing that and making. Like I ain't snitching too much on us, but we just show up. We ain't gonna tell you. We gonna just show up and
Yeah,
start buying some stuff.
It was funny, Erica. I didn't think they watched my YouTube. I didn't think they watched my YouTube, and so
Oh,
when
they be watching. They be nosy.
yeah, they was watching, and it was funny. I showed a building I had bought for like 15,000, and the next day the Parks and Recreation Department called me. They said, "What did you put on the internet?" I said, "What are you talking about? We've been getting calls all day. People want to know where the buildings for 15,000. They want to come here looking, wanting to buy buildings for 15,000, and some
And
of them,
and this why we can't put everything on YouTube because
yeah,
y'all don't know how to act. We'll
yeah,
put some up here, then all y'all gonna call the number instead of just Mike. Instead of that, they should have just called you.
yeah,
Now they calling up the city, burning it up, and this why. Listen, I love YouTube. Don't get it wrong. But black people, y'all do not know how to move in silence. Y'all gonna blow up the town number. Now they gonna close that loophole because this is how these small towns make money. New people come in, buy up the downtown, renew it, and that's where the money comes in. So y'all messing up the plug. Y'all messing it up.
yeah. So I found that out. Then I was buying. I had one building under contract, and the other building I was going to get it under contract. And so we were supposed to meet Monday morning. I got one under contract. Now I was going to get the other one that Monday morning, and I done a video that Saturday about it. Hey, this is the building. I'm going to combine the two. This. Monday morning, I called the guy at the lawyer's office. Where you at, man? Where you at? Somebody that gave him double of somebody said off the internet in Colorado they gave him double of what I was gonna give him. He wouldn't come sell it.
Do y'all understand? That's why I'm big on. I know y'all be like, man, Erica always got a course or putting it in a course or you got to pay. Like when we do our boat parties and our events, y'all partner with each other there. Like y'all don't even have to be bothered with me. Y'all be partnering with each other, but you see, y'all don't know how to move, so y'all be out here just telling all the steps and telling all the secrets. That's why I don't tell everything on here on YouTube. I have stuff behind the paywall, but I know what I'm talking about. Like I've bid on some land in Granbury, Texas, and I told my YouTubers, tell me why, Mike. The next 2 days, when I went to go look at two more, they was already sold. I said, listen, I don't care if we all buy up in this small town, but don't be out here trying to outbid me now. Don't do that. That part we don't like. Okay. So let me read this real quick, because y'all don't know how to. I just don't know how to do stuff. Y'all be messing up the game. So anyway, here's Swiss Camp 81. He's teaching heavy. I'm about to. I got some feedback. Let me write this down. My my God, continue to bless you, Erica. I am thankful for your wisdom and also bless you, Michael Sneed. I'm
Thank
signing
you.
up tonight. She said, "Where are you in NC?"
I'm in Clayton, North Carolina, but my ice cream parlor, if you want to come down here, is in Selma. That's at
Hold on one
124
second,
North.
Mike.
Okay. That's at 124 North Rayford Street in Selma. You can come out here. We're open right now Tuesday through Sunday. You come out here. We make homemade ice cream right here in the actual store. Not only do we make it here in the store, but we sell it. If you live anywhere in Rocky Mount, you go to the farmers market in Rocky Mount. We supply all the ice cream for Rocky Mount. You've heard of Gotta Be North Carolina. I'm pretty sure, Erica. Anybody from North Carolina? That's like the North Carolina tag. There's got to be North Carolina and a lot of farmers markets and stuff where
Hmm.
all the products are actually sourced or made in North Carolina. So we actually sell. We make the ice cream for everything that has to be got to be North Carolina. So we take uh, fresh produce from North Carolina, make ice cream, and they sell it at the flea markets and stuff. And if you over in Raleigh, it's a high end bakery, edible art. They carry all our ice cream too.
All right, and so we've got some more here. Mike Sneed is a great mentor to be able to consult when you're working on your business and working on your next investment. Where does the hands-on training come into play with the online courses? Also, what's the difference between the 90-day special and the regular appliance bootcamp online course?
The 90-day special is just a $500 special. So you got the appliance boot camp in 90 days. I want you to get up and running, and that's somebody who's ready to go. You get the appliance boot camp for just $500. You get it for 90 days, and all you're gonna get is the appliance boot camp. You're not going to get the ice cream parlor business. You're not going to get the blender business. You're not going to get the garage door. You're not going to get the kettle corn. All you're getting is the appliance boot camp. This is for somebody who's ready to get their business up and running, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to get it going and be done in 90 days. And what you do, we're announcing different cities that we're popping up at. So once I leave Seattle next week, I know where my next city is at. You're free to pop up at any of those cities. And actually, we have a 1 day live event where I'm there, kind of like a teacher. You know, you do your homework, you do the 90-day online version of Appliance Bootcamp. It takes you a weekend to watch it. It's not something that's gonna take you forever. It's just a weekend to watch it. But I want
Hmm.
you to have your business up and running within 90 days. And so then you can meet me at my next stop, and I'll clean up any issues that you might have. But the hands-on training is going to come when you actually working with the third-party warranty company. You're going to get your training on the job training like they used to be back in the days. You're going to actually go get a contract and you're going to do your training out there with the customers. Because what's going to happen, they're going to have a third party warranty company. That warranty company protects you and the customer. The customer only has to pay one price to actually have their appliance repaired. You don't have to come out your pocket to repair it. You just got time. If you have to replace every component in that appliance to get it working, it ain't gonna cost the customer any more money. It ain't gonna cost you any money. The third party warranty company will just keep sending you parts. So that's how you're gonna get trained that way. Also, with the technology we have today, if you need to, you can hit me up and I'll open up a Zoom link and you there with your cell phone. And it's like I'm standing right there beside you while you're fixing that appliance, and I can tell you how to fix it. You can do it. A lot of people thinking that they have to be in classrooms now. Everybody think I got to be in a classroom, got to be in a classroom, and that's the way we've been conditioned. The technology we have now is just like I'm sitting right beside you, and I'm here in Selma, and you could be all the way halfway across the world. The kids now are finding that out. The school systems are finding that out. The education that we used to have when people come to class is not going back that to anymore. We're going strictly online training. That's where we're going.
For sure, for sure. Listen, y'all, and then when he hosts stuff at his actual place, that's when y'all should go. Y'all should fly in, get that training, get that weekend. Listen, one of the biggest things I see y'all comment. Look, I literally just typed in Selma, North Carolina, but y'all, that's not just the way North Carolina do it. That's the South. That's anywhere where there's like old money sitting and they want new investment in the town, but they want to know who it is. Is it somebody gonna be
Right.
nice to them? Is it somebody that cares? I'm in Texas, and I promise y'all, I'm in Austin, and if you drive up 35, like you're driving up 35, or you're driving south, every little small town is dealing with the same thing. They half dead, they need some money, but who is it? Who's coming through? They want to know who it is first, and that's an issue with small towns. Unfortunately, they have a lot of this like who's coming through, and so you have to be prepared and move in silence, y'all. Like if you don't do nothing, acquire the building and put some signage inside the window and lock it up. That's kind of how you have to move, y'all.
Yeah, you're definitely right, Erica. What happened here? They had an idea of what they thought the town should be, and their idea, the way the town is organic. The town is going to become what it's going to become. But you have
Hmm.
some who say, "I want it to be like this." I remember, like for instance, Lord knows if they listening. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but it's this sign. It's a sign on a building. Lord, I hope they don't get mad at me about it because I got to meet with them tomorrow morning. It's a sign on a building. It say Creases Drugstore. Well, we don't want you. You buy that building, you can't. We're gonna write it. We're gonna write a law saying that you can't remove that sign. That sign been here for 80 years. Well, who cares? It's my store now. I ain't putting that ugly sign on my store. I don't want it on there. It's time for something new to
It's
come
on
in.
the brick. It's on the brick,
No, it's hanging off the brick. It's just a neon sign.
like
But what
1920s.
back in the 20s, but what happened,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
families don't want, the families say, I'm going to sell you the building, but I want to keep my great grandfather name up here. No, it's time for me to put my name up here, something new. So they started doing stuff like that and putting, and trying to dictate what the town is going to be. When you start doing that, you start running investors and stuff off.
Listen, they
Because,
ran plenty of them off out here in
yeah,
Fayetteville, and the thing I want y'all to understand is, if you actually go downtown Dallas near Deep Ellum, they like sandblasted those buildings a little bit, but it kept those old signage on the side where they pay Coca-Cola painted in
Yeah.
1920s and all that stuff. These towns come with some little funny business, but if you do, I'm just telling you, if y'all find deals in some of these small towns, 5K, 10K, get it. Work
Yes.
with it later, get it. Because what ends up happening is there's a place in Alabama, near Hoover, Alabama. It was a whole plaza in Spanish. They owned every single building down there, and all they did is have a Hispanic lawyer, and some people help with the paperwork, and they own every building in Alabama in this one little section. And the same thing happened in parts of North Carolina right now. If you go towards Silver, North Carolina, some of these towns where factories used to be, the Hispanic people own the grocery store. They own the what's that grocery that's out here all the time now that's Hispanic? Like not
IGA.
Fiesta. IGA still us, but there's another one. It's like it looked like Fiesta, but it's out here in North Carolina all over the place. They
Yeah.
come, they not playing. If they
Yeah. They
got a
got
grocery
about
store, they got a gas station, they straight.
yeah. They got about four Hispanic grocery stores here.
And they gonna make that money cycle, and that's what I really want. Like, if nothing else, when this guy said, money isn't power, I started laughing. I was like, money is power because money is the exchange we use in this country to buy stuff. You can be the strongest, tallest, most buff man in the world, but if you can't buy a lawyer, or you can't buy a car, or you can't get around like you want to, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. Definitely check out the website. It's in the links. What's good, Ericka? What's good, Mike? To those on the platform, maybe there's no mentor like Mike Sneed. There's no family like the ABC family. Thank you for
Thank you
that.
all.
If you purchase in-person live training, do you get access to the online
Yeah,
training that
yeah,
you purchase?
yeah. If you purchase the in person, you get access to the online training, and you have a lifetime membership. So you any new courses that I put in, any of my new business, you get access to that too, and you can come back as many times as you want. And if you purchase the online training, you get lifetime membership there too. Anything new that I put on the online, you get it.
Yeah. Y'all cracking me up in the chat. But yeah, just tune in. Where can I get the website? It's right there. Links. I'm also going to fix it so it's tagged to the first comment of the channel. And are you coming to Philadelphia? They said.
I don't know. Like I said, I got to meet next week in Seattle, and I'll find out what the game plan is there.
Yep. Oh wow, third party warranty company path. That plays a huge part. Thanks. Answered so much.
Mm.
Someone said yes, there's dead towns, and Lord, the southern mosquitoes are horrible. Bun. Are you talking about bun level? I think you're
Like
talking
from
about
a
bun
Burns,
level.
North Carolina. You remember Tyreek Cohen, to play for the Chicago Bears
Well, we
from
got
North
a bun
Carolina.
level too. We got
Yeah,
bun
that
and we got
Burns
a bun
level.
level.
That's down in down past Greensboro.
Yeah. There's plenty.
Yeah,
Compare foods. I think that's the one. I'm not
yeah,
certain.
yeah. Compare food. Yeah, the
Yeah.
actual owner is my next door neighbor, the guy who owns that. They're actually Dominican.
I wouldn't doubt it. Listen, I really want you to understand the Puerto Ricans, the
Mm.
Koreans, and the Japanese here that are in Fayetteville. They ain't playing. They buying up like today. Like I know y'all think I'm joking, but once you know how to do something, you don't turn the skill off. I drove past a neighborhood, took two photos. I said, let me just check it out.
Mm.
I probably am gonna be able to buy those properties off the people because it's a military town. Half the people here ain't even here no more. They somewhere else, and they bought a house when it was 80K. They mortgage is $300, and they don't care, right? Like it's
Yeah,
just an extra house, and so they'll be willing to take. Hey man, let me pay you this much for this house, or let me pay you 500 a month. Put money in your pocket, and I ain't gonna do it. Turn around and rent it out. There's a lot of opportunities in all these towns, and y'all just got to think about it. John said, "Is there a group discount on buying it for class for a couple relatives?" Reach out to Mike on that.
mm.
Email him. See what he, off camera.
Yeah.
Maybe he can do something
Yeah.
for you.
And also what you said, if y'all get a chance to get some of that commercial property, a small downtown place, I advise you to get it. The way marketing is now, where it used to be, people say location, location. You had to be in the area that had a lot of foot traffic. You don't need that now. Now with the way Facebook marketing and stuff is, you can run an ad, and in less than 2 minutes, you'll see people walking in your door from your ad. Now it's more destination driven, and people don't want the. I found out with me, they don't want the actual commercialized stuff. Sometimes they happy, feel like they found a little hole in the wall that nobody else knows about. They want to kind of keep it to
That's a big
themselves.
thing. And also, like when you take a picture, like you ever see the murals people draw on
Mhm.
something? That's what I be talking about. Like if you in these little towns and you draw a mural on the wall, hashtag whatever the name of this little town is,
Mhm.
people will blow it up. They will be
Mhm.
all in it. So that's something y'all really gotta if y'all get a chance. That's a whole play. Like in Austin and the towns around Austin, people put those little murals on the wall. People
Yeah.
drive, take a picture. What's at the store? Okay, well I'll get this too while I'm there. So anyway, thank you so much, Mike, for coming through today. I really appreciate it. Where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on YouTube at Appliance Bootcamp. You go
Okay.
there. I'm live every Monday and Thursday from 8 o'clock to 9. We're part of something we call a Power Block. Reggie Williams, he's a parts sales rep for a major appliance parts company. He starts the Power Block off, and then he does his show from 8 to 8:30. 8:30, we have Miss Mona Sims. She owns SSG Appliance Academy. She owns an appliance repair academy down in Atlanta, Georgia. She's a young lady. She go from 8:30 to 9, and then I run Anchor. I go from 9 to 10.
I love it.
No,
I love it.
eight
Good
to 10.
stuff.
Sorry. Start at 7. Start at 7. I go from 8 to 10. 8 to 9.
Good.
Good lord.
It's fine. Good stuff, you guys. Thank you guys for being here on Tuesday. Please check out Mike's course and go to his website and check it out. Go to YouTube. Listen, you guys, there's a lot of opportunity out here for this summer to make 100K this year. $400 a day is 100K. Don't get it twisted. You know, you just got to Monday through Friday, or it's a little
Yeah.
bit Saturday. Don't short term yourself. Mike, thank you so much for being here, and
Thank you
I'll
for allowing us to come.
for sure, for sure. Thank you for being one of our boat party sponsors. And we're probably going to see you tomorrow or Friday at the latest. And
Okay.
come by and get us some good old ice cream.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
See you later.